Hi you guys, and welcome back to the Mermaid Tarot. Today we're going to be doing a super fun pick a card on messages from your pet. So each pile has 6 cards, and you can pick based on the number or your intuition or the crystal that is placed on the card to get a channeled message from your pet. So if you just want to go ahead and think about the pet that you want a message from and pick a pile, the timestamps will be below. We've got pile number 1 here with the rose quartz crystal, pile number 2 with the moldavite, and pile 3 with the pink opal. So I'll have the timestamps below, and I will see you at your reading. I think my camera's coming out of focus. Alright, I will see you there. Okay, pile number 1 with the rose quartz. So what does your pet want to say to you? We have Justice in reverse, the Moon in reverse, 3 of Swords in reverse, the 11 of Cups, the Sun in reverse, and Temperance. Okay, so make sure all of these are on the card so you can see them. Okay, so the first card you got here is Justice in reverse. This is all about your connection. So I think that with Justice in reverse being all about law and order and everything like that, and being in reverse, that maybe you adopted your animal from harsh conditions, or maybe being with your animal has brought both of you out of a place of like a lack of fairness in your life. Maybe things weren't going well, there wasn't a lot of balance in terms of happiness for either of you, and then when you came together, it brought that fairness back of the love that you guys have together. The second card is why you were brought together. And you have the 3 of Swords, which kind of piggybacks off the first card. And in terms of it seems like your pet and you were both going through some kind of like heartbreak or heartache when you guys met. And that you were meant to heal each other and show that commitment and that unconditional love that a pet gives. And you were brought to learn that kind of undying bond. There's nothing you can ever, do to, there's nothing your pet won't forgive you for, and there's nothing you won't forgive your pet for. And there's that healing that comes from that unconditional love. This is the card that represents what your pet loves about you. So with the Sun in reverse, I definitely see that your pet loves that you bring so much joy to them, and that any kind of darkness, there's my cats fighting if you hear them in the background, any kind of darkness that you were feeling before your pet, you were just brought this kind of new perspective of the Sun to each other. The Moon here is what your pet fears. It's kind of hard to get my camera up where I can show all the cards. So the 4th card here is what your pet fears, and you drew the Moon card. So I think your pet fears like being alone and isolated and having to not know what's going on. Sometimes you see the 2 dogs barking at the moon, so you might have a dog, maybe not. It also could be a horse, because those are the 2 animals we have here, is a scorpion, the 2 dogs, and the horse. And the moon is all about the intuition, and with reversed, I just see that maybe your pet fears when you're gone, or when you're in separation, what's going on with you, or maybe they can sense some of the moods that you're going through lately. It seems like you're kind of going through a transformation, and Your pet definitely is always sad when you're not doing well and always wants to be that support for you. The 11 of Cups here is how you can help your pet. And with this card and the like emotional bounty and physical bounty here that you see him sitting in with so many resources, I think your pet really wants to be pampered right now. Some extra love. Maybe if you have a cat, getting it like new toys and catnip and stuff, just sharing your emotions and your time with them, as well as any extra thing you can invest, I think would mean a lot. And then with the final card being Temperance, the 6th card, which also shows these cups here, this is a message from your pet. And I definitely think this is like a reminder of making sure you spend enough time with your pet. It seems like your pet can never get enough love from you, and that they really want you to be there for them all the time, just giving that love back and forth. Even when you're gone, pets are very intuitive, and we're all very intuitive, and it does have an impact to just like send good vibes if you have to be away for a while. If someone's at home, you can call them, just giving them a lot of extra love and time, and that reciprocation between you two, making sure that they don't feel like you're too busy for them or whatever, just lying in bed, cuddle time, and things like that. I did want to pull one final message. This is kind of like advice. This final card is going to be advice from your pet. So it's going to be an affirmation. I have this beautiful deck. It's called Crystal Power. A Crystal Power deck. I'll show you some of the cards. Just such gorgeous designs. But I was just going to pull one affirmation. So this is the affirmation that your pet sees you every day, and this is what they, or hopefully every day, and this is what they think that you need to hear right now. And we got the Sun upright. I'm optimistic and appreciate all that I have. So this reading is timeless, but especially if you're reading this during summertime or anything like that. I just went for a beautiful walk in the sun. Summer is starting, and definitely that gratitude energy of love and abundance, and that's what your pet would like to tell you. So I hope that you have a good day with your animal or your animals, and that you got a little bit more insight on what your pet has to say to you. So if you found that reading helpful, this is the first pet reading I've ever done. I found this on Pinterest, and I was super excited because I have 2 cats and my puppy passed away. So hopefully you have learned something about your pet through this reading. If you have, let me know so I can do more pet readings like this in the future for you guys. Love you so much. Thank you for being here. I hope you have a good day, and I will see you at your next reading. Bye. Hi, pile number 2. You chose the Moldavite crystal. So first card you got is the Hanged Man, the 7 of Wands, the 10 of Wands in reversed, or sorry, the 7 of Swords, the 10 of Wands in reverse, the 10 of Cups, the 6 of Cups in reverse, and the 2 of Pentacles. I always get these cards together, I feel like, for some reason. No matter how much I shuffle lately, I feel like these all come together. So your pet is really just talking about balance and joy for you too. So this first card here, the Hanged Man, represents your connection. Maybe you're in separation with your pet, or your pet has gone to the other side. I do see that because there's a bit of stagnation in your connection. Maybe for some reason you can't connect at the level that you used to. Maybe it's because you're on the physical plane and they're in the spirit realm now, or maybe it's because you're in separation, or just you haven't had a lot of time for your pet right now. But the second card, the 7 of Swords, says that you were brought together to kind of get out of like a situation and teach each other about what you value and what you need to leave behind. in life, because sometimes pets can be a really big responsibility. And so I think you were brought together to show like what's worth carrying for you. And that goes on to here, which represents what your pet loves about you. And it's that you are willing to put in so much work and effort to your relationship with your pet. Like I see you put in so much into your pet. The fact that you're even here. And your pet just loves that about you. But your pet also loves that when you're feeling like this kind of energy, like you're carrying the whole world by yourself, your pet loves that it can support you, because it just really cares about you. This fourth card here is what your pet fears. And your pet fears that this can either be two things. One, that you're working really hard right now, and it kind of fears that this is a long way out, or that maybe your pet won't be there for this kind of happy abundance. And you see this family here with like a really beautiful, happy life. So I think your pet fears that you're not enjoying this enough, not enjoying your life, maybe focus too much on the burdens, or that just a FOMO, you know, a little bit of FOMO with your pet. And they definitely want to be there for everything and all the abundance, and be part of the family that you have and the community that you have. And I see that here also with the fifth card, which is the Six of Cups. And we see this offering the man is making to the girl. I see this as you and your pet. And I think you can help your pet by just offering them a little bit of extra love and care. Maybe some kind of a gift, maybe your time, and just giving that to them, making sure that they feel included in the things that you're doing. And then the final card is a message from your pet, which is the Two of Pentacles. So this really goes along with these cards over here in terms of the weight that you're carrying, as well as the hope for the future and this kind of like abundant lifestyle. So your pet really wants you to know that balance is important in your life, and that it's important to carry your responsibilities, but also spend time with your community and the people that you love, including your pets, and make sure that you stay in that realm of like gratitude and appreciation that whole time. So we are going to pull one final message from your pet, and we're using the Crystal Power Tarot deck, which I think I used before in another reading, but I mostly start with Rider-Waite and then use like a different deck. So I just wanted to show you these cards for some reason because they're so beautiful. So I'm going to shuffle and get a message. This is just an affirmation. So whatever your pet feels like you need to feel right now, and like what you need to focus on in your life, because our pets are so intuitive and they see so much about what's going on. So your pet wants you to trust your ideas and direction. The affirmation is the Seven of Pentacles. I trust my ideas and my direction. So whatever you're working on, your pet sees it, and it's really proud of your ideas, and it wants you to keep moving forward with everything that you're working on. So I hope that that message resonated, and that, you know, you have time to give your pet a little bit of extra love, maybe a gift or something. Your pet really cares about you, and, you know, I see a really strong work ethic in you, and your pet really sees that and wants to support you in that journey. So I hope that that gave you some clarity and that resonated with you, pile number 2, with the Moldavite. If you want more readings, this is the first pet reading I've done, so if you like this reading, definitely let me know and I'll do more like so. So hopefully I'll see you in another reading. Thank you so much, pile number 2. Alright, hi pile number 3. You chose the pink opal stone. Your first card is the King of Wands. Second card is the Devil. Third card is the Page of Cups. Fourth is the Seven of Wands. The fifth is the Nine of Wands. A lot of Wands cards. And the final card is the, I can't Roman numerals for the Four of Wands. Okay, so Let me grab a sip of water. Your first card here is your connection. So we see the King of Wands here. Wands energy is all about manifestation. And the King of Wands is all about the highest level of, before the Magician is also manifestation energy, but the Wands is specifically, the King of Wands is specifically that higher level of being able to manifest, being in control of your wishes and your directions, as well as being a leadership figure for others. And you see this king with this little lizard here, which represents a like a companion for so I think your connection is that this is like your buddy, your sidekick, for sure. I do have like a spirit guide that comes to me as a lizard, as well as a butterfly. So your pet might be deceased or alive, but either way, it's right by your side all the time, like your sidekick on your journey. With the second card here, for why you were brought together, I see the Devil card, which is maybe some kind of temptations or things that weren't that good for you before, and your pet is trying to help you heal that. Maybe there was like a relationship that wasn't working out, or some kind of like toxic habit or pattern that you had in your life, and having the responsibility as well as the love and care of your pet really helped, really was why you karmically were brought together, to heal each other from these things and to show each other the deeper values that you have, beyond the instant gratification that we are tempted by every day. So it's showing you like a higher commitment than that. What your pet loves about you, this is kind of goofy because you see this like Page of Cups with like a fish. Most of the time this card is read as like an offering or whatever. But you see he's like staring at the fish. So your pet loves like having goofy times with you, and would really like more of that. With this being in reverse, I feel like your pet hasn't had a lot of fun times with you. Maybe if you have a dog, I think the dog really wants to go to the ocean or like some kind of water. I think they really love swimming with you. Maybe you have a fish as well, but definitely your pet loves being goofy with you and doing fun things with you and playing with you. I see the biggest fear your pet has in this fourth card about your fears is, I think your pet sees the way that you interact in the world, and maybe sometimes there's some anger there with your interaction with your environment. It looks like there's certain things that you have to defend in your life that you feel like, or maybe, I experienced this too. I'll be super calm and then something will make me feel upset in some way. So I think your pet really fears you getting mad at it. I don't think your pet wants you to be upset at all, and that's their biggest fear. So make sure if you do get upset that you don't take it out on your pet in any way, or that if there's someone in your life that isn't you, this could be like your partner, especially with the Devil here. If your partner is getting mad at your pet, make sure you protect your pet, because I do see this could be past wounds your pet went through before it was adopted or something, but definitely protecting your pet from aggressive energies or even like your mood. The fifth card here is how to help your pet. You got the Nine of Wands in reverse, and this is just about manifestation energy. It's like before, you still have like a lot to learn about manifestation and about all the opportunities that you have and the different possibilities for your life. And I think to help your pet, instead of focusing on all of these options you have, I think you maybe have a lot going on every day, or if you don't, you're looking at all the options that you could have. And I think how you can help your pet is just by putting down some of those burdens sometimes and spending more time with them. And the message from your pet is your pet just wants it to be you and them. It looks like there is some kind of energy going on that's keeping it from being just you and your pet, and that happiness and that joy. So your pet really, really wants just you. If you do resonate with the message of a toxic relationship, your pet really wants you to let go of anybody that is aggressive. And this message might be specific for somebody, but if you're around somebody who is, bringing negative vibes to you and your pet, they really want you to let it go, because nobody's worth that. If sometimes we all have problems controlling our emotions, but at the same time, I think it's important to have compassion for people that are willing to learn and be receptive. But if somebody's not willing to learn and be receptive, that there's no point in putting yourself in crossfire with that person. And I definitely am getting that message strongly for whoever needs to hear that. So definitely, I hope you choose to protect yourself and your pet if that does resonate. Otherwise, your pet really wants to have, some fun with you. So I am pulling a final affirmation from your pet based on what they want you to hear right now, based on their observations of your life. And you got the Star card. I am inspired and positive about the future. That's beautiful. Transition to here. So keep staying inspired and creating that abundance and that light and that beauty for yourself, nurturing only the good vibes, and there's no need to acknowledge anything else, and keep that in your mind and keep spreading those good vibes. Your pet really loves you, and I really love you and care about you, and I hope that you keep that good energy around you. And if this pile didn't resonate, because this was a fairly specific message, you can go ahead and pick one of the other piles as well. If you did resonate or like this message or would like further clarity, you can email me at girlethereal@gmail.com. The E's are 3s. I'm going to put it in the description below. I do private readings for super cheap. I can do this same layout, or I can pull a bunch of cards. Email me what you're looking for, or just stay tuned for another reading. If you like these pet readings, this is my first pet reading, definitely make sure to let me know. Alright, thank you so much, pile number 3. And for everybody watching, I appreciate you so much. I always try to, bring those good vibes and some guidance. I listen to so many tarot readings online. I just decided to spread my own, light, because it's fun for me, and I love getting these messages, and I hope it resonated or helped you, or especially if you have a pet that you wanted to communicate with, that you got a good message and some clarity from. So I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next reading. Bye.